Hey guys, welcome back to BV HFF with Sid. This is film session 2, BV versus Villagerz 2018 J4 finals. I'm not sure if I actually have permission to use this film, but you guys can blame for sending me the video. Just want to thank those of you that have been watching and following along, sending positive vibes. Thanks for the criticism. I'm taking everything in, trying to improve as I go here. Again, I'm learning as I go, so thanks for being on this journey with me. So let's get into it. Thanks. Alright, here's what we know coming to this game. I'll start with BV. This is now next generation BV. Totally different roster from the BV in the last episode. 2018 was Lee's second season as quarterback. And he was still coming to his own as a quarterback. The entire roster had essentially turned over at this point. Flash and Johnny were part-time players. Aside from Yer and Eddie, everyone were youngins and new. Alex and Gio were captains, and they were both, I think, 19. We were coming off back-to-back J4 losses, including the year before. It was a 1-point loss to Demons. And leading up to the final, we had two crazy, pretty epic games. It was against Rhode Island and Demons. Rhode Island we beat in a crazy mud bowl, and that's a big physical team. We beat them by safety. It was 8-6. Then we went back to back straight into the Demons game, and that was the infamous game where with gunshots. And that was a nail biter. I think that was 6-0 final score, and it was just a crazy game overall. So as for Villagerz, they are now a team on the other end of the spectrum. Although not entirely old in age, they have over a decade of wear and tear on their bodies. They are one of the, if not the most veteran teams left out there. Their core has been consistent together for years on end. QB Kova is the best pure passer in the league today. As long as he has time, he's gonna make the right decision. Great touch, great accuracy. He's intelligent, solid pocket awareness to maneuver and create on his own, if and when needed. Although they've kind of juggled center and right guard at times, there's still an elite offensive line anchored by Bull Strong Rocky, my grandson. The wide receiver core they're super deep, especially when IB goes both ways. And he's like Tyreek Hill. Corey is a prototypical tight end, size, catch radius. Charlie is probably Wisconsin Hall of Fame, since his teenager days with Nemesis. And aside from Charlie, they're all scrawny, quick twitch wide receivers. They give you headaches. And although their running back is often underutilized, he's very shifty and has solid field vision as a ball carrier. And he's a willing blocker too. One of the better blockers, I would say, even for being a little smaller guy. And their defense became championship caliber with the arrival of Dow and Jeff on the line. I'd say, they have a solid 5-man rotation on the line. Adam, who can play all skill positions, extremely intelligent, great instincts. High IQ of raw concepts versus down and distance, and I think that really allows for him to jump routes or even cover space. He'll sometimes eliminate 2 routes, a whole concept just by his alignment, his spacing. And so you can't be late with your reads, or Abi takes it back for 6. Their only rotating positions through the years has really been, I think at middle linebacker and safety. But their new additions on the line really help mask where they needed help. Those guys on the line really take a load off the rest of the defense and make them very scary for matchups. Now, we've been extremely familiar with Villagerz as they are with us. But day one of that year, we were able to see a few new concepts that they were implementing schematically on the defensive side. Some new twists and new things that they had not run before. So we were kind of aware of what we were going up against coming in. and it was generating a lot of success for them. We knew it would be a tight game, and it really was. So here we go: BV versus Villagerz, J4 Finals 2018. Okay, so before we start, there will be some forwarding and a little rewinding. There's a lot of dead space in between snaps here, so just bear with me. Alright, so here we just run a vertical, kind of expecting cover 3. Protection was decent. I think they came with a stunt, and Jeff actually gets through, but it's 1-on-1 with Matt over the middle. Safety kind of gets safety got put in conflict there between a couple routes, and we just threw it up. Matt missed flag, and Matt takes it to the house. So that's 6-0. Little window dressing here, and just some crossers. Johnny falls down there, but yep, just some crossers. Safety gets put in a tough spot. Everyone's eyes are forward and kind of sneak behind the backline end zone. 7-0 BV. Alright, we're gonna skip forward a little bit here. Alright, so let's take a look here. Looks like everyone's in man press. In this game, I actually believe we opted to go heavy man. So I believe, I'd say it was about close to 70% man calls here. So we've got it's a spread formation, and let's see the technique here. Everyone's in man press, it looks like. Oh, everyone bails. Everyone bails. Alright, and here right away you can instantly see right guard here. I don't know who this is. He's actually in pass protection. It's a run play, it's a draw. And if he cuts off outside back, it could be one-on-one running back with safety. I think prime time actually loops over, but right guard is in pass protection here. Yep. So who knows? Could have been a bigger gain. Alright, gonna follow this same formation. Let's see. We're backing off again. Another draw this time. I think they try to correct what they did wrong the previous play, but we're showing 4 on the line here. We got guys in gaps. Prime just does a good job of cleaning up. Actually, that's Luge. Long actually makes the play there. Alright, so we got empty. Again, that's running back, tight end, who are both solid in pass pro. So we actually show 5 here. We're marking man for man, so I'm gonna assume man. Although we're off, which is kind of... So now puts a little pressure. Little spin move there. Minimal gain, maybe 6 yards. So this is now, I believe it's 4th down. Yes, it's 4th down. Okay, so this play here, we actually prepared for this play here. More so the concept than the play. So it's a smash concept, which is high-low to one side of the field. You've got, it's usually, people run smash different route concepts, but it's the same window. So you've usually got high over, which is like a corner route, and usually some kind of flat underneath, or a quick out or a hitch low, like, you know, within 5 yards of the line. And so we prepared for this because Villagers actually, this is a staple of a lot of their conversion plays for many years. They ran this on us to score a touchdown, and then they actually ran it again to convert on us. And so it's something we've seen before. I think we've seen them run it plenty against other teams. And it's going to be a rolling pocket, and quarterbacks, his launch point is going to be outside the pocket. So he needs to get outside before making his launch, before getting rid of the ball. And so it's high-low. We kind of prep for it. I believe I'm screaming on the sideline here late, and guys are trying to get into position late, but we were pretty prepared for it. And I mean, they almost made the play too. But this is 4th and short, big down here. Yeah, so Kova went with the corner route, which seemed open at first. Good job by Chinu here to realize that we were trailing on the flat here. Usually in the past they've run with the pick play, so maybe this receiver here should have stemmed a little inside just to give this route a little time to create more separation before eventually running his corner route. I mean, that's about 5 yards. I don't know. It's close, but they opted for the corner route here. She does a pretty good job of coming back to it. All right, so now it is 1st down, Black Venom, inside the 25, inside the 30. We've got ball. We're up 7-0, and probably about maybe nearing half point of the first half. I believe we get called for holding here. So it looks like everyone's in zone, but they blitz. So I'm assuming safety has everything here. It looks like zone, although this backer is in man. He's in a man turn. This backer is in a zone turn, and these guys are flat-footed, so that's telling me zone, regardless of if there's no zone here. But I believe the hold comes either here or here. And so that sets us back 1st and 20. And then this here, okay, so this here, they made a great play. We should have let them settle down a little bit. We knew they were going to come with this crazy package. We call it a NASCAR. It's just because we usually put speed guys here, and they just kind of go nuts. But then there's actually no gap control here. We knew they were going to eventually settle back into position, but we rushed it. But if we could get this seal block and we can get Simon to the edge here, it would have been a pretty decent run. But we never get set here. We let N get outside of us, and so we then try to pull it back inside. But ideally, we want to get into this lane here. And so, yeah, Tommy should be helping at that point, since Tommy can't get to his key out here. But yeah, that's just poor execution on us. Great job at the end there just to blow everything up. So now we're in 2nd and long, coming out in empty. So here you're seeing it's definitely looking like zone. You've got guys sitting on top, eyes at the quarterback. You've got Dow giving us just an off look by standing up, and it looks like zone. And so, and this is what I mean by this stunt here doesn't have a gap control. It doesn't have, like, in my opinion, every design some kind of twist on the front. You should have laws and rules and guidelines. And this one here, I mean, there was no containment at all. It's just we just couldn't expose it. Actually, I think we actually get a big run here. Oh yeah, we do. Yup. So this was, yeah, there were, everyone loops one way and there's no one backside. I think maybe, if anything, I think Dow maybe should have been coming this way. But for whatever reason, he went to the side that the end was crashing to. And so we got crossers here. We've got to sit here. We've got to check down there. Quarterbacks or corners breaking. So that's just heads up. I'll lead a run. Take off. Take what we can get. We get lucky here with the missed flag. In pursuit. And we make pretty decent gain. Brings it down to 4th and inside 10. Third and inside of 10, I believe. So we got 4, I believe, years in protection. Here, we're expecting a blitz. So let's see, we got Matt on a motion. It looks like an inside. Yep, and so against cover 3, a little motion to create space, a little rub there. And I think we're about a yard or two short. Okay, so I know what play is coming up now. We've studied this. We've discussed this play 1,000 times before. So this situation here is 4th and 1. We know we have 1-on-1 outside. But I think you're going to see Lee change the snap count. And we believe that we got a free play here. And so Lee just throws one up, thinking we got a first down off the snap count, it was a free play. But I believe it turns out that the ref says no, there was no, that the defender didn't cross the line. Ends up being a crucial turnover on downs. Lee's changing the snap count. We believe we get free play, we don't. The corner makes a great play to challenge the ball. Because we discussed this because we felt like that was one of the plays where we ended up losing this game. Was little things like that. And that was one of those games where we marked down as, you know what, that one cost us. We should have just opted to pick up the first as opposed to, making that play. Quick, small, minimal gain here. I believe a little hitch. You've got 2nd down, no huddle. And just good play by Long here. Prime time. This is old prime time. We struggled with finding a mic as well since Steve's retirement. So we've been trying guys everywhere. This year here, we brought Long in to kind of a little bit this veteran leadership. Okay, so here, I'll run it through first. But this is one of those plays where it costs us the game. And you don't see this ever. Like, even rookie teams don't make these mistakes. And so, we can actually walk through this. So, we're in a trap coverage here. We're showing something, we're running something else. And again, like I said, everything should have laws and guidelines. And this one, in the end, this is on me because I didn't go over this. So what happened here is, I believe Na is gonna roll down into this zone. We're actually in a I think it's a cover 3. And Na's actually gonna roll down in a coverage here, but I believe Reed felt like Reed was the one rolling down because it was a 2-by-1 formation, 2 receivers on this side. So Reed probably felt like Na was gonna sit here and Reed was gonna roll, but they both eventually ended up rolling. And then above all, you call a blitz. We got to get home. We missed a flag. I mean, if you if you make the play, you get the sack. This busted zone here never becomes an issue. But in totality, we missed the flag and busted coverage. You lose the game on plays like this, and that's exactly what happened. We missed the flag in the backfield. Yeah, and Kova's gonna make you pay every time. It's too easy. Easiest touchdown you'll ever see in a J4 finals right there. So that's 7-6 right now. Black Venom is still up. And so at this point we're discussing smash concepts again. Now, usually in a compressed formation, you're expecting some kind of, corner route with a flat, something compressed formation to give yourself space to expose the sidelines. All right, it's either that or crossing routes, and we're always gonna lean towards some sort of smash. But we'll see what happens here. We actually pick it off here. Man, what a big play! If only we could take it all the way. All right, so let's see what the combinations were. All right, we're in man across the board. So this receiver is actually cracking. He's running, I believe, a corner route or is an out. Corey is occupying the middle. This receiver actually runs over the middle too. So they kind of negate each other's routes here. We got a press out here. Looks like it's supposed to be a corner. It's just real sloppy I'm sure that's with field condition and maybe the press. But Knott ends up jumping it. Cuts underneath it. And almost takes it back for 2 points. Which would have been crucial. 7-6. Black Venom up. I believe clock is ticking down. I want to guess we're up under 5 minutes. But I don't know for sure. And that's a sack. We are in, it looks like zone. I mean, off. He's bumping, but I believe he's just going to bump and bail back to his spot. Yeah. Yep. And we take a sack there. Nice inside stunt there. That's more like how it's supposed to look. Alright, so it looks like we're still in... It still looks like man. Or zone, I should say. And this here, I don't know what Lee thought the play call was. I thought this play call is perfect for this situation. This is supposed to be a screen to Tommy. So if you look at Tommy here, you've got your kicking out, you've got a double on the nose. We let the end through, so Thao's gonna be leading right here. Tommy's gonna sneak here, so this screen should be going here. The screen should be here. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was pressure, Lee got rid of the ball here. But man, what could have been? Look at this spacing. Yeah, that one hurt too. So that puts us in a hole. And this coverage is, I don't know what it is, but I mean, obviously 3rd and 20. It looks like like another 3. Now there's a big window here. There's a corner there. So this is developing too slow. So Lee's eyes should actually be going this way now. And Lee's late. Lee should probably put this ball here for this post. Pressure, Lee makes a guy miss. And at this point, it's just kind of panic. He's definitely not open. He's sitting between 4 defenders. Your best bet is you missed the post window. You 1-on-1. At this point, at least you just run it. We don't pick it off. Or if you don't pick up the first, you force them to burn a timeout and you punt it back, play defense. Force it. We're fortunate there's no pick. And then we punt it. And then gotta watch this too. So even here, we don't have containment on this punt. So this guy should be stacking back out to force everything inside where his help is. And he actually makes a mistake. I don't even know who this is, to be honest. He's got to take the block here, sacrifice himself 1-on-1 to force the returner inside. Because we were fortunate to make that play. That could have been really bad. So I'm thinking we're under 2 minutes here. We're showing man pre-snap. We're showing press, inside technique. Look, inside technique. Oh yeah, we're man. Gio's in a press. We're giving that up. We're man here. Man, 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 and this is man here. And so you take it's like an option route, pivot route, we call it, with the back here. He just gets, I don't know if it's option. Usually, if it's option, he goes here, gets the option to pivot or take it on the flat. I think he takes it on a pivot. Yep. Long's there to clean it up. Let's forward it. Alright, we got spread, tight end stay in. Looks like man again. Chino should be on the line here. So we've got inside tech, inside tech. We got Mike, who's man up here, is outside of him, which I don't like that at all. But let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, if he's going, that's pitch and catch, that's too easy. Good press, this guy's not off the line. This guy's not off the line. If we're in press, other man will cover zero. He should be shading like a robber. We call it a robber where we're not really defending a deep third anymore, even in man. You gotta come up and help because when you blitz, you're expecting the ball to be out in less than 1.5 seconds. So can you cover that down in 1.5? No. So you actually should have either stemmed forward or you should have just started your alignment maybe 5 or 6 yards forward at this point. And so, yeah, that's just too easy. Too easy. Good awareness by Kova if he made that call there. But yeah, that's just way too easy. I mean, we gave it away. Let's see here. Looks like press. Showing press here. There's a lot of confusion here. Oh shoot! There's a dude wide open. What the heck? What the heck? All right, let me see them break huddle. I want to know where that guy came from. I don't know if they ever huddled. They didn't. I don't know where he came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What the hell? We're better than that. How did we not notice that? What the oh man. How did Kova not see this? And so again, this is one of those plays where we stun here, and I believe Bill just gets caught, but Bill should be in containment here. Bill should be looping as he's crashing. So no containment, but oh my god, look at that guy. So they burn a timeout here. It looks like, I don't know, like a slot wheel. A slot feed. Oh, it's a wheel. Slant here. Jesus. I've never noticed that guy. I've never seen that. And that's half. Alright, so 76. BB is up. Let's see. see. Looks like we've already moved the ball a little bit. We got an empty formation here. I'm gonna say this is zone. I think we're gonna bail. Because usually, yeah, we're bailing. Of course, we miss flags. Oh man, that's not good. Miss flags for this. So we've got, so it's 4x1, 4 receivers. Haven't seen this formation. Maybe it was window dressing. Yep, no motion across on a jet. I think it looks familiar. We think we have a set just like this. Okay, so this is, for us, we call it a sail. Take the silent on a corner route. I think they're running double ends. Trying to pull these guys down and sneak the corner route above. And I believe Corey's going to chip and go, he's the check down across the middle. Which actually would conflict this route here. Because both routes are gonna flash. So you see them both going into the same window. I don't know. But the corner route's no good. You've got to check down there. You got to check down here. Corey's just got range. Just put it anywhere near him. He'll body you up. So let's see. I don't know. This play just looks pretty sloppy. But this was just horrible. Alright, so I think they're gonna sneak a slot wheel here with almost like 2 pick routes or rub routes. But everyone's in good press. Everyone does a good job of riding their players. See, that's good. We're looking good there. But we missed another flag, of course, I believe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Bill shoots. Bill does a good job so far. Man. Everyone's just out of position. Just a great play by Kova. It's not there to take off. Just elusive enough to, you know, force you to have to account for his mobility. And that's really when they're at their best. So we got empty again. Everyone's checking. And Bill makes a good play. I think we're man coverage. Yep, straight man. Everyone's jumping down, just sitting here. You've got trail up top. This guy's covered. And I believe we're on a stunt. And this is where Bill is containing. Yep. And so that kind of worked out in our favor there. Looked good here. So that's kind of the design of that. Let's see, we've got 5 wide. And yeah, this is Sain's man, because now we're a little closer. Safety's a little closer. Inside tech, because he's on here. I don't like that alignment. And then for a man, I think we should be pressing, but yep, still trailing. No, this is busted zone. And this is exactly why this is another easy touchdown here. And that's because pre-snap already lost this battle. And pre-snap, we're late to the stems here, and I think we got too cute by trying to show man here that we lost our fundamentals of zone, and that's alignment, your technique, because we all bail out too slow. We get caught flat-footed underneath here because the touchdown is here. Now, at this point, you might as well reroute him and reroute him before you drop into your zone anyway. Why let him run free? So in zone, we should be trailing or dropping, buzzing out of here, buzzing out of here. And here, you let him run full speed by you. At this point, you should still be buzzing back into your third. I believe that's Mike, so he's trying to get back to his position. And it's not bad, but this is more, we're kind of getting lucky with based on the route concept there. But at this point, we're beat here. This is too easy, especially for someone of, Corey's caliber. Yeah, so at this point, I just got caught watching the quarterback. I think he's trying to help here, but pre-snap, if you're buzzing back 5 yards, you can see everything in front of you. You can maybe feel this out of your peripheral, but yeah, too little, too late, and two easy touchdowns. And that's based off just messing up. Like, you're not exactly. I mean, they earned the touchdown, but we made it too easy for them by doing little things wrong like that. So here, I believe it's a 2-point conversion. It's 14. Is it 14? No, it's 7-6. So it's 12. Right now, Villagerz 12, BV 7. So I believe they're going for 2 here. So we're an off man. Yep, off man. Man. Gotta just throw it up. I don't really think anyone was really open. Alright, so we've got 12-7 right now. And you've got deep, you've got off. Look at that cushion. Yeah, we were so frustrated. And another thing we discussed after this game was we didn't really account for how the sun was going to affect certain routes on this side of the field. I believe this is our first time in this, situation of having just with the sunlight. But we should have accounted for that and maybe not call certain routes and only call certain other certain routes. But here he's off. Looks like, to me, it's zone, because it looks like he's just gonna pick up whoever's left over in the middle. He's essentially one-on-one, even though it's off. They're showing here. So he comes through, and then we're gonna crack here. Johnny's gonna pull the personal protect. But Lee's got to bail, and we just take the check down. So it's a smash concept. Oh, it's a sail concept. We're just gonna run off the corner, try to sneak behind him with the check down. Great read by Lee just to get rid of it. We actually end up almost picking up a first down off a check down, so that works. Second and short. Quick slant, one-on-one. We should have definitely used this cushion more than we did. So let's see, another one of those crazy packages. Now we know they're gonna eventually settle down into their rush lanes or gaps. But this is still telling the zone, unless it's just really off man. But it's kind of a weird technique though, because they're both eyeing the quarterback. So we've got coming down, it looks like zone. It's just too late. Ross developed late. Let's see here. Off. And the only window was pretty much this one here. But we took a check down at Simon, and we kind of got fortunate. Simon makes a great catch there. Alright, another one of those. So we've got, this is essentially your nose here, but that's an end. So I'm gonna guess he's probably gonna loop in and he's gonna come back and contain. Let's see, off. Looks reading cover 3 here. Oh, that's the mic over here. Okay, so yeah, so it's a cover 3 with a mic blitz. Essentially, they ran this earlier a couple times, just giving up the entire middle. Man, you got a window there and a check down there too, but good job on the pressure. Yeah, so we block inside out here. He should be going there, and Lee's got to make the free man miss. Lee throws it. This is where Lee needs to learn that mic pump. You know, just kind of tilt your head back, lean back, show them the ball, get him off his feet, and you step up. Buy yourself time. But at the same time, we didn't account for blocking inside out on the play side, so I don't think it would have worked regardless. All right, we're empty again. Same front, showing the same thing. Let's see what, and it's off again. So they're stunting, and so free man, which is fine. We were kind of giving him that, and we take the hitch, which is fine. Good read. Let's see, you've got corner there. That's backer. That's Mike. That's backer. That's yes. That's zone. And so here it comes. Now he's stemming. Now he's buzzing in. He's probably gonna come, but regardless. Let's see. Nope. He's shading. And so this was a bubble that we should have checked out of based on the pre-snap alignment of this guy here. We should have checked out of it, or if anything, we should have gone here. I believe it's both sides, and you have the leverage, you have the numbers on this side of the field. Yeah, so yeah, I think Lee checked out of it because the mic was coming up through the window, and so pre-snap Lee decided I'm gonna go here, but this stem here kind of blew that up. Yeah, because the correct read would have been here. We dropped the ball. I believe he said that, you know, it was hard to see the ball, but regardless, that was a bad play to begin with. Empty. We've got Mike sitting in the gap again. 3 on 2 over here. Alright, he's coming through. He's essentially guarding 2 players, which means anything in the flat to the sideline here, they're going to be giving up. And here we have a seam open, but we throw a comeback, and the timing's just off because of the blitz. That's just props to their defense there. Because if we could just afford another second or so, I think, who knows? Yeah, it's a lot of space there. 2-on-1. Alright, break huddle. We've got, looks like we've put tight end as a wing. It's probably for protection purposes. And so you've got this alignment's a little weird. That's the backer. It's probably gonna stem again, or not. I don't know what's going on, but he ended up giving up the release to Flasher. I don't get what happened here. But that's probably not what they designed. And then that's just Lee making a great play. The footwork, man, this is what we've been working on the first 2 years. just to get things right with him. And yeah, this is a pretty proud moment. Pretty proud moment. So you see him make his progression, his eyes here. He flips his hip to skateboard. We call it the skateboard to get ready to launch. I think he almost pulled the trigger here. He ended up showing the ball, making a guy miss. He hitch steps into the pocket, and the difference between Lee this year and the year before was if Lee hitch steps forward, he's gonna panic and run. But here he hitch steps and actually moves on in the progression and eventually finds the open receiver. So he's gonna hitch step, go through. He actually read this. He probably saw his key to safety come down, and he throw it over the safety. Probably could have let him a little more too, but yeah, that's what he spent. We spent many hours working on little things like that for him, and it was hard, as a transition from a guy who didn't play offense. He was a safety, and to rework a lot of those tools. So again, that's first read here. Make a guy miss, hitch step, regather, move to this read, and realize that the safety is coming down. Move on to your third progression here. Regather, set your feet, throw, and follow through. Yeah, a lot of hours into, little things like that, but credit to him. So now we are at 13-12. We regained the lead, and I believe now we're under. I want to say we're under like 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes or so left in the game. We regain the lead, and we throw the fade, back shoulder, convert. Watch that through. Yeah, I think this post window back here was going to be open too. For, 14-12, we take the lead. I believe clock's still running at this point. Probably looking at about 5 minutes or so, or less. Yeah, and this play here was one of those plays where we went back and discussed that it was one of those backbreaker plays, that really hurt us in this game. First down, we're in man coverage, and you can actually see, first off, I believe we missed a flag right here, but if you look, we're in man coverage. We're looking good, traveling everywhere, and in man coverage, look at Chi's eyes are back at the quarterback. And in man, whether you're beat or not, eyes should never be in the backfield. Because at this point, play breaks down, we miss a flag, and you're lost because you're in man coverage and you're trying to feel your guy, feel his hips, but he's got the leverage, he's got you stacked. Whether he goes inside or outside, he's got you beat. And yeah, now you're just trying to recover, and it's too little, too late. At this point, I would have rather took a PI than to give up that play here, but yeah. And then what really hurt was Chi got hurt this play, and Chi actually got hurt in Memorial, and kind of talked himself into playing this tournament. He got hurt here. We ended up having to bring in a fresh corner off the bench into the game. You can see him kind of favoring himself here. So it looks like we're in man again. You've got, looks like a fade from the slot, wheel and post. And then Corey just runs over the middle. Big radius. Good gain on him. Yeah, and I think he's coming off the field. He's beat up. Yep, there he is. And so that's Villager's first time out. Now we gotta bring in a backup. a guy who's been cold all game. Bring him in, and hey, 3 minutes left. Go make a play. So let's see the coverage here. Looks like man. I believe we're gonna come down. Let's see if we bail. It might be zone. Oh yeah, we're in zone here. I can't tell, to be honest, actually. But it's a bad snap. We're fortunate. This is third down. So this is again one of those plays that a backbreaker, makes or break the whole game. So they get a big play over the middle here. Let's see this concept here. We're in man. Yeah. We lose inside leverage and get beat on a slant. So we've got quads, 4x1, window dressing maybe. Nope, there comes bringing the tight end in. Oh yeah, this is the other one. So this is fourth down, I believe, and we changed the call, and we argued over this. We changed the call, and someone didn't play their leverage. I don't know what the call was. We wanted press. That's what it was. We wanted to press the insides and the one-on-one. Prime gets a good press here, and there's no press over there. But who knows? Who's to say? We stumble out of the break. So they convert a huge down there. This is second timeout. So we got empty, 4 on the line. It looks like we're showing a man again. Great play by Gio. Gio gets beat off the line, which I don't say too often. But now we're all inside technique. We're in man. Man here. Gio actually gets beat off the line, but just making a great play. Yeah. Here we are, probably man again. We're man defense, man. We thought this was an illegal shift. It was close. I don't think it was set. But yeah, just miss flags, man. Yeah. So it's a design draw. I think these two are gonna tandem block here, and then he's gonna peel off second level. And we just missed a ton of flags. So that's one missed flag here. I think that's 2 there. That's gonna be 3 here. That's gonna be 4 here. Yeah, first down, first and goal at the 2-yard line. Under 2 minutes, or under 1 minute, I believe, and they burn it. I think their second timeout. And so we plug the gaps. Bill blows it up. Luge cleans it up. Second goal. Probably looking about 45 seconds here left. BB still up 14-12 at this point. And the game comes down to this. And their winning concept here, we were well aware of. They actually use it as a audible too. Yeah. And so, you see Long right there. Long's arguing, saying, "Hey, pick." He's telling me, he blocked me. He was blocking me before the ball was thrown. And Long was telling me that after this play, but yeah, they'll never call that. And so they actually have an audible for this, and we used to call it out, and it's just a tunnel screen. Slot blocks down, and it's just a quick slant off his running right off the slot receiver's butt. It's just a quick down screen, tunnel screen as we call it, and Yeah, that was easy pitch and catch. Um, Luge Long has to get his hands up here, or nah, challenge that window. Yeah, I feel bad for Cole. Cole was the corner that came in with the injury, and I had to come replace Chi, and kind of got put into a rough situation that he hadn't really got to play all tournament. But next man up. I don't fault him at all for that, not one bit. You know, if he's not ready for it, then that's on me. I'm not getting him ready for it. Just throw it up. Yeah, Corey makes a good play. I think after this play, we actually get a drive. I don't know, like 20 seconds or so, just to throw it up a few times, try to get a penalty. All right, that sucked. This game. Just kidding. Yeah, it was a hell of a game. Yeah, field conditions were terrible, but that goes both ways for both us and them. We did not play our best at all. We were out of character, giving up just 2 touchdowns that were completely, rookie mistakes. We missed flags. We weren't disciplined. We just didn't play within our techniques. And yet, we were only a few plays away from possibly winning the game. In my opinion, the worst case scenario happened to us. We met Demons in the semifinals, and I know a lot of our kids treated that game like it was the finals, especially because we had lost to them the year before. Yeah, we had guys in tears after the semifinal game, and yeah, it's just emotional roller coaster. It was mentally draining, and that's coming right off a physically draining game against Rhode Island. And don't take me wrong, we did not take Villagerz lightly. They came out and took away a lot of what we game planned for. They scratched and clawed their way to glory. That last drive will define Kova and Villagerz' legacy in this sport for a long time, forever. Yeah, it was destined for Villagerz to come up with a win, and no one's going to be able to take that away from them. We could not have lost to a more worthy opponent. Yeah, and that loss, it really drove us mad, myself especially. That was our 3rd J4 Finals loss in a row. And my generation, our parents, they didn't support us in sports. This generation was different, though. This loss here, I had a lot of, players that had parents out there, and to see their parents, consoling them after the game, kids in tears, and it's like that was tough to swallow, especially from my point of view, being someone who told these guys to work hard. If they put in the work, they sacrificed their time. That I promised that they would get there, they would win it, and then to have 3 losses in a row, yeah, it's pretty demoralizing. So yeah, I blamed myself for a lot of our shortcomings that game, because we didn't have the powerhouse names and talent on defense as I had with first generation Black Venom. I added a lot of trap coverages, twists, and just a lot of stuff that got too cute, and it took away fundamentals of our defense. And so when plays break down, guys break down in coverage, like I took that as I did too much to try to help them into making the game easier for them. I actually ended up just making it a lot more difficult. And yeah, so that loss really lit a fire under us. We went straight into right after we went straight back into practice. We got to work immediately. We realized what went wrong. We recognized the errors and we made the adjustments. And when we took it to the practice fields, we simulated a lot of what we saw that game. We noticed that the adjustments were on point. They looked good. We redid the defensive sets, eliminated hot calls, simplified the verbiage and terminology. We went into Wasso a few weeks later, and we jumped on Villagerz in the finals. I think within like 6-7 minutes of the game, we were up a couple touchdowns already. Yeah, and some of the things transitioned over. They probably didn't play their best, but we went in extremely hungry. because we knew that we were capable of playing better than what we showed in that finals at J4. As for Villagerz, this J4 finals enshrined their names and their legacies into HFF glory. They are only the second team from Wisconsin to hoist the trophy, and I believe they're an extremely worthy team. Starting with their coach and their leaders, they put a lot of work into perfecting their craft, expanding their knowledge, studying their peers, and with this game, this finals game, they reaped all the benefits of that dedication. So, congrats again to Villagerz. So, with that said, maybe we'll see you guys soon here, since it's J4 weekend. Maybe watch some girls flag football, women's flag football. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment. Feedback is welcomed. Thanks. See you guys later.